Thursday 21st of April 2022. Joe Trades Forex, my journal diary video for the day. If this is your first time watching, I only trade USD Yen, only use a 3-pip stop, use smart money concepts, supply and demand, whatever you want to call it. Look at the higher time frames, trying to narrow it down on the lower time frames for breaker structures, change of character, and then targeting sort of swing lows, swing highs, weak lows. Yesterday had a bit of a catastrophe with 7 trades, all losing. Lost my head yesterday. Today, although it's not been a good trading day, 4 trades, 4 losses. It was only after I'd had those losses that I was sort of realising that I was getting lost in the minor structure, so keeping my eye on the major structure. So with regards to the rest of the videos, if you watch, I've started a 25,000 demo account just to go through these trades, basically refine this strategy down so I can show to myself that this works, only risking 0.1% per trade. So although I had 7 trades that were losing yesterday, it wasn't even 1%. Today, 4 losing trades, that's under 0.5% overall of the account. I know some people may trade 1% risk, 0.5% risk. With this strategy, what I am finding is that I probably need to wait a bit longer, bear in mind the higher time frame structure, maybe another 1 hour, to wait for the higher quality areas before looking to jump into a trade. Only look at the charts after 9 o'clock in the morning, GMT, depending on where you are. So yeah, we'll go through a few things today, and I'll just sort of play through what I was looking at, why I was looking at it, and so on and so forth. So there's the trade. So as you can see, all consistent with the size. So 1.05 lot size is 0.1% overall, and overall on the demo account now, we are just over 1/10 down. So again, not the end of the world. One trade could change that again. The first trade I took, if this is the first time you're watching, was a plus 16R, which is 1.6% return on the account. So anyway, so just to quickly recap what I was looking at yesterday, UJ's had a very, very, very bullish move up. We've now started to see some retracement. Now on the 4 hour, I kept referring to this low at I think it's 30.03, 26.30.03 being the area that I'd really want price to break on the 4 hour to give me overall bearish momentum. However, as it stands on the 4 hour, on the daily, on the weekly, we are still very bullish. We haven't had that definite confirmation. What we did have yesterday though on the 1 hour was a change of character, and I don't know on the map what I've got here. So this high got broken. The reason I looked at that high is that's the last down closed candle below here, and then when the high of that candle got broken here, that cemented that low, and when this candle closed below that low, that's broken the structure. So on the 1 hour, we've had the change of character. We've also had multiple changes of character on multiple levels on the 15-minute getting broken. So you can see this level just here has been broken. That got ran. And also we had this low here get ran. So as you can see, price has been creating lower lows, lower highs, and also on the 1 hour, we can start seeing that price has created a lower low, lower high, lower low, and we created a lower high here, and the price has come back down again. So this morning, when I was looking at the chart, I was very much looking for price to go long. So this is sort of the chart. I'll just try and make this as big as I can because I'm just conscious that people may not be able to see it. So I was looking at the chart and sort of seeing that we've got this big point of interest here in this wick. So at 9 o'clock, let's just play that forward, I'd seen that price had also pulled into this point of interest here. So generally I look for, if there's long wicks on the 15-minute, that's what I like to refer to as the point of interest. Within there on the lower time frame, there's a lot of information that might get missed. So price has pulled into this and we pulled away. So initially I was looking to target this high up here. The reason for that, it was the high that was unable to break this lot, and obviously we've got a lot of wicks up there before the initial move down that obviously caused a lot of structure breaks here, and that was the origin of this move. So potentially price could be pushing back up. So again, still, you know, could say trying to keep with the trend going long. However, I'm aware of the very bearish action that's presenting itself now, so we could be looking for short. So I was looking for price to come up long to then potentially see how price reacted to then get short, which if we look at the 4 hour, you know, if price is pulling back, there's a lot of up candles, there's a lot of room for a down move. So this morning, as said, seen price, let's just get rid of this map because it's confusing. So price had pulled down into this area. So on the 1 minute chart, if I just jump down to the 1 minute, I'll put the map back on. So on the 1 minute, price had broken down, broken above here, and I was looking at the last up candle, which is this one here, last down candle before going up to target it. As you can see over here is where the trade entered. So price initially did push away and then slowly start to grind all the way back down, eventually coming to this candle and completely going straight through it. So there you go, -1R, that trade, never mind. So that's trade one, -1. Now what we did have then was this change of character. So price is broken below, closed above, change of character there. So I was interested at that, and then I jumped back to the 15, as on the 15 we've now created this long wick, which gives another point of interest. So on trade 2, well, I was waiting for price to come back here. Just so many trades on it. Again, it does get confusing coming back. At the time, they make perfect sense. So anyway, price, I was looking at this particular candle if price was to come back. So price carried on going. Now, I did miss a trade. So at this point, I was still thinking very bullish, very bullish. As you can see, I marked out this wick here. So price is pushing up. Now, price pulled all the way back down into this point of interest. And I wasn't looking at this at this point, I think. Beavering away with work. Beavering away with work. Now, the missed trade is, so we had price push down, break above this high, pull back down into, I was looking at this trade and trying to figure out candles with long wicks. Again, if you target the wick of these, because I'm finding that if I target the whole lot with 3 pips, sometimes doesn't give me enough clearance to clear the bottom of the wick. So with the longer wicks, again on the lower time frames, second time frames, there would be more information. So I didn't take this trade, just what I looked at afterwards. You've got price push back down into 50% of that wick, and again I was looking to target the top of this here. I think I rounded it up 6.4, 6.7. Anyway, I didn't take that trade, but as you can see, price did go up, so you could have potentially had a 19 to 1, 20 to 1, which on the account would have been maybe 1.92% trade. Either way, I didn't take that, so it doesn't make any difference. There we go, so that was trade 2 there. So just to come back, now we'll just replay back here. So I think this is the trade I marked out but didn't take because price just didn't come back to it. So yeah, so as you can see, that was the setup I was looking for, but price never actually came back to this area, so that didn't get taken. So as I'm watching price play out on the 15 minute, just get that going forward. This is where I started to get lost in structure. Yeah, so there we go. Just got to try and refresh where I was looking and why. So as price is moving up, what I'd seen, there we go. I seen price moving up, then I had this big down close candle, which was obviously at the time the trade I missed, but also we created this point of interest here, up in the top. Again, the wicks, I'm thinking, well, actually, we're going down. It could be creating liquidity here. Could this be the area that price reverses from? So on the 1 minute chart, let's just pull that down. Let's play this to get over there. So this is the 15-minute wicks. Obviously, price is pushed up. So this is the first mistake I made. So price pulled up, didn't really break below. So that should have told me that, you know, price, there wasn't a clear break of structure. Again, I think this is where I was inside my head thinking, oh, I could get short from here. That could be the place. Again, thinking, not doing what was on the chart. And, you know, price blew straight through. So that's that trade. So we're down 2R now. Trade 3. So again, when I'm watching, I'm thinking, all right, well, they've got these wicks here. So again, that's the extremes of this zone. Maybe 50% of that. So I set an order at 50% initially, tagged me in, pushed down. Okay, great. And then took me out, -3. So back to the 15-minute. Try to refresh my memory where we are. So again, now price is pulled up. Again, I'm still getting lost in the minor structure rather than looking at the major structure. And trying to get short from that point of interest there. So again, on this trade, price is pushed up into that zone. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just get back down to this candle. Go to the 1 minute so we can play out what happened. So there we go. So price is pushed up. God, blood curdling scream with my dog. He's talking to his mate across the road. I can hear both of them yapping away. So price is broken up. Strong close below this candle. However, I should have waited for this structure down here to break, which it didn't. But I thought, well, we're starting to close below, creating structure. Went to 50% of that. Got tagged in. And initially, I thought, oh, okay, here we go. So I got tagged in. Price started to drop, breaking lower lows. I thought, okay, cool. Broke that structure there. Cool. It's, you know, starting to play out. And then we got tagged down. So that's where we are on that trade. So we can get rid of that. So what actually happened is the price then continued to push. Let's just jump out of here. So yeah, price eventually did get to that target up here. So this high did get broken. So I'm happy. Again, theory was sort of, for the best part, where it would be correct. Obviously, getting lost in the minor structure, getting short too early. And then, obviously, price is now tapped into this. If we jump down to the 1 minute chart, this is what I was looking at. So, again, price had pulled up, tapped in, we last down close candle there, which was broken here. So I was looking at, broke that structure. That is the last up candle. Yeah, good one, Max. This doji here. Cheers, Max. Price pulled up, not quite where it needed to be. I mean, ironically, I went with 695 for the entry. I was like, oh, trying to round it down. Even if I went 69, may have got tagged with the spread, but I don't think so. So even if I rounded it down, I thought, well, it's, you know, price action's a bit slow here. I'll go for 695. Normally I go for a round number. But yeah, it is what it is. Even on the 2 minute and the 1 minute, 3 minute even, sorry. There's not really any sort of entries there. Also, we are coming into, I mean, that's at 5:30. You know, it's not really the ideal time for me. But as we can see, price has now started to play out to the downside. Frustrating because as it stands, let's just get a short position from here. So if it hit my entry, we would currently be running at around 12R, so doesn't make any difference because I'm not in the trade, so I can get rid of everything. But you know, again, what I should have been paying attention to is the major structure. And this is what's tripped me up. I think maybe the last couple of days, getting too focused on the 15, not looking enough at the higher time frame. So again, from the 1 hour, we clearly have had a change of character with the break of this candle's high here. Sorry, this candle, because the low below spent that, so that high there, and then we've got the close below this low as well. So check, change of character, bearish, great. When it comes to sort of the 15-minute structure as well, again, the current range that price was in is going to be from sort of the top of this candle here to this bottom one here. So again, the range that we're in overall, maybe if I waited a bit longer, who knows. Nothing to say price won't come back up. However, you know, looking at price as it is, we're sort of in this range. On the 1 hour especially, we've still been creating lower lows and lower highs. So just to mark them out, obviously we get lower low there, lower low down here, lower high, and then a lower high over here, which is the wicked, the up candle, not the down candle. Now these candles again didn't close above the high of 615, so if I just extend that over, put that to 615, it swept through them, but it didn't close above. So now, you know, I'm definitely seeing some bearish, more bearish action. So on the 15, going back, what we've sort of essentially created is, you know, you could argue the very extremes. You've got a point of interest up here, even that wick, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Come back at 9 o'clock, go through it all again, try and not confuse myself and see what happens. So, you know, it's another one of those videos. Didn't win any trades, took a lot of trades that lost, but this is the reality of what actually happens when you're trying to, you know, refine a strategy, get it down. It's not all wins. You know, like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years, still going, still enjoy it, still love it. It's just I'm at that point now where I'm very close to, you know, I know this strategy works. However, it has got a high loss rate, but the it's got a low win rate, but you will still be profitable. I remember when I had a supply and demand strategy a couple of years ago, I think the overall win rate of that strategy was 25%. So you'd only win 1 in 4 trades, but the trades that you did win so far outweighed the losses that it was a profitable strategy. However, you've got to be able to take the losses, move on, part of the game, and that's what it is. So we'll come back again tomorrow, see what happens, and hopefully maybe end the week with a winner. Yeah. All right, take a stay.